All right. Welcome back to the 80 Star Basketball Channel. And I hope everyone's enjoying the Memorial Day weekend, Memorial Day, day of remembrance, and a day to take a moment to remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for this country. And just really, really appreciative of all we have and our freedoms. So, with that being said, I do want to say that I kind of wanted to do this one in recap of last week. A lot happened last week, actually. And for a couple auctions, I'm going to go over some auction action as well. So I'm going to kind of combine these. I just got back from vacation, so everything I had to do, I kind of had to do it quick as far as my video for the Jeff Wilson one, which I'll talk about in a second. But I made this. I was thinking about making some T-shirts and stuff, and I was kind of playing around with some different ideas. But I actually like this, the astronaut meme. I like this, so I might turn this into shirts. I just got to figure out if I want to go through with it all and make them and then kind of make the store or whatever with some different ones. But I thought it'd be kind of fun, so I just thought I'd put this up there. But I did want to talk about mainly going back. I had a little more time after as I got comments and I watched people's comments on this Jeff Wilson interview. I do want to say again. I reiterate this to me was a catalyst, which sounds like a lot. A catalyst, obviously being an event. This was a huge deal for me as far as this video because you basically had a panel unanimously agreeing to three different things, or three people agreeing to two different things that I was looking for specifically. And that was the fact that the pack pulled argument is weak, and that the 84 star is Jordan's rookie card. Iconic, the 86 Fleer will always be iconic. I didn't disagree with any of that. And but I did see, and also, being the more attractive card. I don't care for the border, the border colors and stuff, but as far as it being the more attractive card, it just is. And I, looked at this when I watched this video. They basically are in agreement with anything. And what I took from this, the reason why I focused on these two things is mainly the pack bull because it's the only argument that 86 Fleer people, kind of doing. But really, I didn't even want to focus on the 86 Fleer. Really, it's just focusing on the data points for Star and kind of showing when I bring up my data modeling video, I'm going to have that. This was solidifying that. And why I viewed this as a catalyst is Jeff Wilson's size in the hobby, and to have three people with him unanimously agree and at different, because again, Teapot is not a rookie card collector. He's basically said it. I don't care much for rookie cards. I care about how flashy the card or how cool the card is. That's his thing. And Doug was pretty clear that these star cards are just out of his price range, and but other than that, he appreciates them. But and for what he said, but to get his take that yes, this is the true rookie card, and out of the two, I would pick it. And for the two reasons he said. He didn't say price. He said because A, it's older, and B, it's rare, and that's basically it. But the older one really struck me. But Jeff obviously saying this, they have a huge audience where 86 Fleer people. There's many more people who own that card. It's a 30-to-1 ratio higher than the 84 star. So this was a big deal for them to say it. So to me, this was kind of the social media catalyst. I've already had, when you're seeing in my other videos, I showed that Nat Turner and you have, Dustin, Sports Card Dad, and other social media folks, and Jeff Wilson has basically come out and saying that, this is the card. Nat Turner basically saying that the rookie card is not the 86 Fleer, and it is the star. So that's the president of or the CEO of PSA. You're looking at huge voice in the hobby, and Beckett changing stance, yada yada. Like I've said, so for those watching for this for the first time, go back and look at my other videos where I show. But this one just kind of it was big. I can't almost see it getting any bigger than this as far as social media stuff. So I view this as a catalyst, actually. So kind of an event that really will help get the information out there that Star is not illegitimate. They're not some type of fly, some type of card that does not matter in the hobby. This is the Jordan rookie card. So, and if anything, a Jordan rookie card. I'm not out to put words in. I disagree with Jeff Wilson's take on the fact that the 86 Fleer is a rookie card, and that's fine. I did want to go over that just a little bit because I was a little bit short on time when I made that reaction video, but I did want to get it out. But I do want to look at the auctions. So kind of going out, and also this will probably be the only video I get out this week. And I really have been wanting to do other things other than Jordan for like spotlights. I know people have been asking about some of the other Gatorade, Gatorade ones or the Crunch and Munch, but I want to do other Star cards as well. Cover all, I still want to do the Elijah one. I still want to do actually the Mavericks bag and things like that. So. I did want to show so going into the auctions, we had a sale last night. That was the 8.5 right here. And this was the 8.5 BGS that finished at 43,200. The only thing that as far as this could have gone a little higher, I think had it been not on Memorial Day weekend. But I know the only thing that you could really say on this card is a little bit of touch of white here, but that's why it's an 8.5 and not a 9, I guess, because this card is really well centered. And, you really could look at this card and say almost not, perfection, but it's got great eye appeal to it. But, that corner is probably, and that's getting also kind of nitpicky. But when you're paying 43,000, I guess you're paying for being nitpicky. But pretty razor all the way around. So I actually did like this card, but it kind of, I want to say timing on putting it out as far as an auction, a bad ending day, possibly. But that is a solid price still. 43,000 for an 8.5, and we start to kind of get ahead of ourselves. I think a lot of people are thinking that all of a sudden this was going to be 60,000 and things like that. And no, I don't think so. I think we're just going to see a slow, steady climb. That being said, this is the only 7 that I have seen up for auction now. PSA 7 just went up, and it's already with the buyer's premium, already at 30,000. So this is a really nice 7. I expect this one to there's actually there's one I believe on eBay for 38,000 right now. So, but it's not an auction; it's just to buy it now. So, and I just looking at it, eye appeal wise, I'm not seeing much wrong with this. So it's going to take some scrutiny to go through. I haven't looked at it super close, but I can just tell there's not a lot of white. Centering is good. I'm a little surprised actually this isn't an 8, so I'm kind of missing something, or at least a 7.5. So other than a little bit of white right there on the edges, and maybe I just need to zoom in and look at it a bit harsher. But just from a straight off glance, this looks really solid. So it's going to take a little bit more inspecting. But for right now, I'm looking at I think this one breaks that 38, maybe gets to 40 for the first. I don't know. I'm not solid on it busting 40, but that is a possibility just due to the eye appeal kind of on looking at it. But going into some other auctions, I do want to show this ended as well. This 8.5, 195 ended at 14,000. And I thought this one, it kind of the centering on it. I get that the top is supposed to be heavy, but it just seemed a little high, and the side for an 8.5, it just seemed like this was a bit generous of a grade. Little touches of white, not too bad, but I kind of didn't, as far as like a PSA crossover, I don't know if this would, be a seven totally. I don't think it would. So it doesn't have any crossover appeal to it. It's just kind of nice if you don't mind. Again, this is how BGS. This is kind of the natural state. It does, should be off centered a little, top to bottom, but because they had heavy tops. But this one's a little bit more, I think, and obviously the side to side, which is standard for this card. But so I thought this ended a bit strong. I'll say that, but definitely a solid price, that's for sure. So going into, I did want to. I track it this way, but I wanted to know if anyone else saw the exact same thing I'm seeing. I did see one thing to note that I'm seeing. I saw a couple of eBay PSA sevens pop up and vanish, so that makes me think that they were sold. They put it up with best offers and then they came off. So I'm guessing that they were sold. But so that's definitely something to watch in terms of I believe the demand right now is still red hot. And I did want to mention that on alt, usually I use alt to kind of combine my search result list, and I like how they do this. And this was one of them, but it's holding on to some of the results that the auctions end like this one did, and like I was saying, and it's still showing up in the results like a week later. And it's not cached or anything because I've been doing it. Plus, I look at my phone and I've been watching these constantly. But just more, all the results that come up. You know how you get these extra ones down here, like these schedules, and they just continue to stay on. So I'm kind of like, it's kind of harder to use alt, which I would like to use to be able to kind of view it easily. But kind of one thing that wondered if I was seeing. So real quickly, I'll kind of look at some of the things that I'm watching on eBay, and that is for the this 85 star rookie team BGS 9. So that's got 2.5 days roughly at 2,000. The 117 PSA 9, or sorry, BGS 9, that's at 2,400. This is like exactly where they end off normally. So it got here really quick. So it's going to be interesting to see if it breaks that. These don't come up. I think personally that they're undervalued. I think that, there's not many graded, but they just simply don't get demand, and the market speaks. So I'm a little confused on this one still. I'm guessing this ends higher, just catch some tailwind off the 101, but be interesting to see for sure. This was big, just came up today, or yesterday, sorry, but is a PSA 7, 288, 84 star. So check this one out. That's going to be obviously really hot, and we'll see where that gets into. But those are always big to watch. I think one got into 11,000 last time, but that was like 4 months ago or something to that effect. Bagged, but this isn't an auction, for 5,000. The CK26. Some of the things I standard have up here to watch. Just some Mavericks I'm not going to talk about. That was the 195 I just discussed. There was a fake 101 put up. This was an Akeem bag that went up. It sold, but it didn't. And here's a 6.5 195 for 18 that went for 1,800. This I was watching. This was a 7.5 BGS 288 for 3,700, and I definitely kind of seeing him in that range, 3,500, somewhere around there for BGS 7.5s. And this I don't know if he's going to watch, but this is Ryan. I know this person. I've gotten a few cards. Ryan, this is beast mode card. Ryan Brulette, this is a beast mode card. Great seller, great guy, very knowledgeable on Star. And quite frankly, this is one of the all-time cards I've ever seen. And it just doesn't get much better than this at all. It might even be the fact I take this one over, kind of looking at, I'd have to go look at the PSA 9, but this and that. And I'm not just saying this because I know this person. This card is obviously a hair thin here, and that's it. But in terms of just sharp eye appeal card, wow, that's just kind of like a jaw dropping wow of a 101 right there. Very, very cool. So give a shout out to his card. Here's another BGS 7.5. Saw this bird, this Celtics bat ended low. I thought 510 for in the bag. That the bird was centered, and I was a little surprised on that sale. So quickly, just kind of run over these, kind of showing what I'm kind of watching this weekend and what I'll be watching that PSA 7 sale. I'm going to go hunting, but I'm not seeing much else as far as auctions right now. Again, I kind of use alt, but now it's getting kind of sticky with some of these that are all these auctions have ended, but they're still are staying in my results. And there's like 9 that aren't even 101s, all these tops extras and whatnot. So, but anyway, went a little long, going to kind of combining some videos here. Probably going to be the only one I get out till the end of the week, but just wanted to get something out there to kind of look at for Star this week. Anyway, hope you had a good Memorial Day, and I hope you subscribe, like, comment, put in what you're thinking for the auctions, and I'll see you at the next video. Kind of wanted to play this clip